Yo, you got me saying.
The hottest African music.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's MJ Wemoto in the building. What's going on?
What's up?
What's good?
Yeah, I've got Dominant One, Holstar, and we're about to talk it out, talking African diamonds. Dominant One, my brother from Malawi, based in South Africa. Holstar, my brother from Zambia, based in Zambia.
Yes.
You know, like, I mean, just to kind of give people an idea of what we're trying to do here. I really just want to have a conversation with you guys about the African Diamond EP, which you dropped on March 12th. We are release brothers because I dropped my single March 12th, and we're busy like sharing each other's links on Twitter, which is great camaraderie. But I mean, just getting straight into it. African Diamond EP has 6 tracks. It has 3 features. It is produced, mixed, and mastered by Dominant One, and it has a 19-minute runtime. That just encapsulates what the project is about. Now, before we get into the project in itself, have you guys worked together before?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. So tell me some of the tracks, projects that you worked on together.
Wow.
Leave that to Duncan, man. Duncan, get
So, man, the first time me and D1 worked together was way back in like 2009. We worked on the African hip hop mixtape. It was a song called "Don't Stop Playing." That was the first time we worked together. It was for this sequel mixtape, and yeah, man, that was the first time. And then after that, man, we worked back and forth for like the past 10 years, man. We worked together on my album. I've been on D1's albums. So, man, we've worked together more than 10 times already before even.
I lost count.
Yeah, he's lost count. There you go.
Have you guys actually met, like actually met physically, like in the same place?
Never, bro.
And you've been working for like 10 years.
It's ridiculous.
I absolutely love that, bro. That's amazing. And I think it's just a testament to you guys taking advantage of technology in the internet age, how we're just like right now I'm in Canada, you know, D1 is in South Africa, Holstar in Zambia, but we're making this work. But you've been doing it for 10 years, so you embrace technology in music
to the
fullest.
You know,
I'll be all the way real with you. Like the first work I did with Holstar, I had to have my mom send files for me to him, like real quick. Yeah, like
real?
I like, yo, mom, I'm coming to your workplace and I gotta send these files. Like she's got your email, bro. Like she knows that.
Oh my god. You know what?
Yeah.
That's such an awesome story because I think everybody, like as Africans, we've got that kind of story. I mean, it started way back when maybe cell phones were kind of like your parents had
Right.
cell phones, but you didn't. But you wanted to communicate with somebody, so you'd borrow the phone. And this is that kind of situation. But I think that's really awesome that you've built this working relationship over time, and hopefully, after this whole thing that's happens, you guys can actually meet up and have drinks. I don't know.
Crazy, man.
Yo, that would be absolutely amazing. Now, tell me about African Diamond, the EP. Why African Diamond? And this is the reason why I'm asking this question. When you think African Diamond, right? My mind goes to like, what was that movie? Blood Diamonds, right? That almost makes it contentious. So why African Diamond?
Oh man, funny enough, we started this project without a title. Like we so Holstar hit me up. He's like, "Yo, man, I want to do an EP." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll send you some beats." Then the next day he's like, "I want us to do an EP." I'm like, "We're already doing an EP." He's like, "Nah, man, I want you to rap on it." I'm like, "Oh man, really?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, man, okay, cool." So I had these beats lying around. So I'm like, "Okay, let's do the first one." So him being proactive, the proactive person that he is, he's the one who's always like, "Okay, I laid a 16, and it's always on me." Like, damn, bro, So he laid the first one, and I just did a hook called African Diamond, and that was it. That was
just
really,
like that.
Just like that. Like, and we hadn't done any other song afterwards. We're like, all right, cool. And then I think Dollar Circulate was the second one. He's like, "Yo, I got a concept." I'm like, "All right, cool." Yeah. And we just work like that. Like, "Yo, what do you think of this?" That just like that. Do it yourself. I'm like, this is it. Boom. That's how we work. It's that simple.
Bruh, that sounds so, first of all, organic. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Because when you have something organic like that, things just flow, man. It's just like, yo, one track done, next track done. But at the same time, did you consciously agree that the feel of the project had to embody somewhat boom bap era of hip hop within it? Because when you actually listen to all the songs, right, and then you just feel those progressions, you always have sort of a really great punchy kick. You have those clean snares that really, like, it's like it has that feel. It hits you. It's like, did you agree on that beforehand, or did it just come about?
This one's on you, D. This one's on you.
That's a very interesting question. Oh man, how do I even answer this? Okay, okay, because we've worked with each other for so long, we've both grown, over the years. Right? So this time we hadn't worked in a while. I was coming from having a kid, moving countries, all that. So we hadn't worked in like 4 years. So we're fresh with new ideas. I'm like, "Yo, man, I got this new sound." Because what I've done now, I'm about to snitch on myself. Damn. But hey, what I've done is I've taken the trap sonic of now and married it with boom bap. Don't ask me how I'm doing it, but that's why you get that snap from the radio, but it's not on the radio. Does that make any sense?
I get it, because the great thing about the project, and I think I said this to Duncan, I mean Holstar, sorry, didn't want to be using government names, but interestingly, you guys have got the same first letter for your names, don't you?
Crazy.
And don't you have the same DS and GS, right? That's just crazy. Random, but it's cool.
It doesn't end there, by the way. There's so many similarities between me and D1. It doesn't end there, believe me.
Okay. Just give me one more. That's interesting. Like,
okay, so one more. D1's mom's is from Zambia, and my mom is literally from Malawi. Yeah,
I'm so glad I'm talking to you guys. This actually makes African Diamond more interesting.
Nah,
yeah.
Zambia's like, man, yeah, like today I was talking to
Yeah,
my aunt when she's in Lusaka, man. Like, yeah, it's fam like
Oh
that.
right.
my
And I have
Yeah,
God.
family in Malawi,
like
my whole
fam,
family
fam.
all over Malawi, bro.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy. When he told me that, I was like, man, this is bugged
Yeah.
out.
that's so cool because I've actually said to him, like, I feel like there's a, a, a deep connection between Zambia and Malawi, just maybe linguistically, for starters, but
Mm.
also the two countries just seem really tied together on many levels, and I'm kind of jealous because I feel like Zim and Zambia should have that kind of connection and link, but you know, it's fine.
They,
Let's drop that.
they
But
do, you know. We all
Malawi and
do.
Zambia, it's real, man. Like I
It's
got a
very deep.
brother, Zambian brother, Erasto Sio.
yeah.
I don't know if you know
Yeah,
him. Yeah,
there's
Erasto
another
lived in
similarity right
Malawi for
there.
20 years, man. 20
Get
Yeah,
out of
years.
here.
They had to
and
chase him.
that's another one. Erasto Sio is the dude that inspired me to rap because he's the first guy that I actually he's the first dude that
Oh,
I actually
man.
saw
Get out of
freestyle
here,
live
man.
when I was like
No
8 years
way.
old.
Are you
Yeah,
for real?
I'm
No
being
way,
serious.
man. Man. Oh, man.
You see, this is why we have to have these types of conversations because you guys
Right,
bloody made an EP together. You've been working for 10 years, and D1, you didn't
right.
even know the inspiration
Bro,
was.
come on.
I didn't know you knew Erasto, bro.
Man, Erasto's like my big brother, man. He's the
Man, that's
dude that
my
is
bro,
so
man.
talented, right?
Man, he's on my
My
first
goodness.
album.
There we go. There
Oh
we
my
go.
Yeah.
God. You see, this is like really cool because you're discovering stuff about yourselves.
Live on the interview.
Okay, let's get back into African Diamond a little bit. What was the most challenging aspect of doing this project? It could be anything from being in different countries or just trying to get it over the line for the release dates. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think there was a challenge. This
Mm.
making this EP was easy, man. It's like we actually recorded this EP in 2 weeks.
Yeah, like
Oh,
You know,
hell no.
and
With
the
those bars?
concepts,
it was
yeah,
really something.
it was two
It was
weeks. It
lightning.
was done. The concepts were easy to put together. Um, I mean, of course, D1 really pushed me on this one. Like he pushed me lyrically because there was a
Yeah.
couple of
No, I pushed
verses there where he's
him
like,
on one
oh,
song. Just on one song.
it was
I
dollar
pushed him
circulate.
on one song. There was one song I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, go write again, man. Just
Yeah.
write again. I know what you can
Right.
do. Go write again.
Right. But it was pretty
Just
easy,
one.
man. Honestly, there were no challenges. There were no
There's no
challenges.
challenges. In fact, you are the one who was setting the bar, bro. I can't even lie.
Right.
Yeah, creatively, this dude set the bar, bro. Like,
So it was kind of like he sends a verse and you're like, damn, I gotta do something.
yeah, it was all the time it was on me. I'm like, man, this dude is just throwing alley-oops. I'm supposed to dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There we go.
You know what's crazy about that, guys? I know the exact feeling. You know, like when you're making a song together, right? And then somebody comes through with this verse, but you haven't sang yours, and you're like, I'm writing again.
What now? What now?
That's basically sometimes how it is in music. It's kind of like it's not like it's like a friendly competition, but it's not like a competition. It's just like, yo, I gotta come correct because this dude, what he did, he's gonna murk me on this track if I play around.
For this project, it was like we have to make the best quality, and the song has to be exhausted to the point of this is the dopest that it can be, and that's what we did with every song on African Diamond.
Yeah,
that's so cool. And you know what I noticed? I personally, like, this is my perception of the response to African Diamond. People love it for how genuine it is, and this is not. And what I love about it more is the fact that it's not just in Zambia, it's not just in Malawi, it's not just in South Africa. We are talking like some big stations out there, like in the States and Europe, and people are like, yo, there's just this feeling about this project. It's genuine and it's really, really positive. And nowadays, to get that kind of a reaction, especially in hip hop, is not an easy thing to do, because there's almost like an unspoken beef between like, oh yeah, old school, new school, you know, and there's this kind of like, nah. These guys need to take a seat, because you guys have been in the game for so long. How have you felt the response to African Diamond?
Well, man, I love it. I can't lie. Yeah, I mean, personally, it reached further than we expected. Like,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, like honestly, like we were like, let's just put it out, man. We didn't really think about it. We didn't. We just said we're gonna give it to these guys and let's see what happens. And the response is really cool. We're still getting responses, and just the feedback is just crazy how people are analyzing it. Like there's one girl, she's like, this reminds me of Black Star. I was like, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, cool. Okay. So yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
No, the response has been crazy, right? And what I like about it is that it's really widespread. So like you were saying, Europe, you got some people in the US that have actually heard it. And then over here back home in Africa, it's like even the new guys are like, whoa, what is this? You know? And yeah, man, I think, they might be another one in the bag.
Look what you did. Look what you did.
But that's how it's gotta be. So are we expecting another EP?
Right.
He couldn't help himself. All right, we're making another one. Damn.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why we do these interviews, to get intel.
Yeah. Right.
Doug hits me up. He's like, this is like after 2 days after release. He's like, yo, do you think we should do another one? I'm like, what?
The response was too good, man. The response has been too good.
D1 is like, let me rest.
But yeah, man. Nah, man. I mean, we want to just continue. Like, I mean, to be honest with you, right now, if you've noticed, there's like a resurgence in hip hop. There's a need. There's a wanting for really good, feel good hip hop right now in the world, because the whole world is in disarray. A lot of people are going through depression, so there's a need for healing music, and we make that type of music. So we're gonna keep on bringing it as much as we can, solo and collaborative.
Yeah, I like that. And I guess on that note, is a good time as any to say rest in peace, DMX, Black Rob.
Man.
What a heavy week for hip hop. What a heavy week for hip hop.
And also, one of our collaborators on the project, he's from Malawi, he lost his dad. So condolences to him and his family.
Oh, condolences, man. Yeah. I think it's also in the music space, we have to be conscious of just this gift of life, and the ability to have voices that then I don't know that stay beyond life on earth. That's just amazing, because I think we all have stories that kind of go from, I listened to this record when I was like 15 and it changed my life, things like that. That's what you guys are doing in music. But just one thing I noticed, D1, your tag goes Dominant One, aka setting the standard. How did that come about? Tell me the story.
Oh man, so like as a producer, man, like I sometimes I do side gigs. I record documentaries, right?
Yeah.
For like wildlife and stuff. So there was one girl, she was doing a voiceover at the crib, and she had a very nice voice, like she spoke like one of those people like in a movie or something. I'm like, she was from Canada, and I'm like, yo, can you just say this? She's like, just say that. I'm like, yeah. That's it. And I recorded it, and that's it. But I have to pay her like soon, man. Like, cause I'm just saying.
Pay up, pay up, pay up, pay up.
Or just
And
find something like you get royalties like point something every time you hear that tag. I don't know, Yeah.
oh, pay up, pay up. I don't want you to be broke or nothing, but pay up, bro. And
That's what it is, man. That tag.
Holstar, tell me about song 6, the title, Mulanje's Kabompo, featuring Ariel. I know there's a story.
Yeah, man, yeah, definitely, bruh. So listen, we were like, the hip hop project always has to have that love song, like that signature love song. And I was like, what would be a dope love song? Zambian, Malawian love song. And I was like, okay, so Malawi has this peak, this high mountain peak called Mulanje that's very mysterious. And then Zambia has a deep river, very deep river called Kabompo. And when I was explaining it to D1, I was like, okay, so we want to do a song where we're talking about a love that is as deep as the Kabompo River, and will get you as high as Mount Mulanje, And D1 was like, I got you with the beats, I got you with the beats. and then man, this beat was crazy. And then I was like, okay, so I need to get this R&B dude on it by the name of Ariel. And then Ariel just killed it, bro. And the verses just wrote themselves.
Man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
So
much.
That's fire. That's fire. So if I get this right, the translation then would be Mulanje's Kabompo is like what? Highest depths? What?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to find the translation. We have to find the translation. I'm sure we can find one.
Metaphorically, I'd say I would go to any height and go to any depth.
Okay, I get that. Yeah. I kind of did the direct translation just to try and understand exactly what it's like. Okay, I like that. Okay, so okay, that's dope. Random question, and Duncan will know why I'm asking this. Was it by design to have Kim of Diamonds on African Diamond?
No, actually. No,
man,
actually,
it's just full of causation. What?
Yeah, it just happened.
Do you like decipher things? Do you like see patterns, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's a genuine question.
No, actually.
You are the ones who named the album, the EP African Diamond. Then you go and get Kim of Diamonds from Malawi. What was I gonna ask?
It was my idea because I worked with Kim on the last album, and I've always, liked her work. And I was like, hey, Kim of Diamonds and African Diamonds, let's do it.
Is that the story you're gonna tell?
Wow.
Or should I tell them the real story?
Okay, you go ahead, D. You go ahead.
Let's hear the real story. Let's hear it.
All right. So Holstar sings, bro, and he sings very well. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Very well, but he doesn't like his voice. Okay. And we argued. I'm like, bro, just leave your vocal. He's like, nah, you're not leaving my vocal. I'm like, bro, your vocal's fine. Nah, I'm getting a singer. I'm like, all right, bro, you find the singer. And then he pulls up, yo, I got Kim. I'm like, hey, all right, cool. That's how it went. So he didn't like his voice and he told me. In fact, when I put Kim's voice and his vocal, he's like, take my vocal out. I'm like, damn.
Oh my god. You know what's crazy? This is the craziest bit. Thank you, D1, for saying this. I've been telling this homeboy, y'all gotta sing more. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. So if anything, I believe you, because I've been trying to get this homie to sing for a while, and he does not want to do it.
But I get it, man. I get it, man. Singing is singing being a rapper and then going to singing. It's risky, man. It's a leap of faith, man. Like man, for me it was the late Double HP who really like, you know what, D, you can do this. You know, he's like, yeah, God rest his soul. You know, he was one day we were at his house and he had a vocal coach because he sang as well. So he had his vocal coach over. He's like, yo, D, come learn. I learned one day and that was it. So you need that nudge because you know with rapping you're all tough and alpha. So you know, you don't want to feel vulnerable and everything. So you gotta switch on that D'Angelo, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And thanks for actually mentioning HHP because he was one of my favorite artists from South Africa ever of all time. I started listening to his stuff when he was still part of the boy group from his high school. From his high school.
Yeah, all those Gustooks, all them guys.
And then he came up with that summer jam. What was it? The one that just the summer jam, and then that was it. And he came out with Swaka and all those tunes. But the singing part, I loved it when he sang. There's this song, I think it's called Mabato, which was an a cappella. So he actually, it's on one of his albums.
Yeah, it is.
And he sang it. Yeah. That song I could play it all day. The way he sang it, retaining that Africanness. Oh my God, I love it. I absolutely loved it. So rest in peace to the legend, man. Loved that guy.
Yeah, and I hope his album one day you can get to hear it. The album we worked on, myself, HP Lee Global, and other producers.
Yeah,
it was amazing, man. It was a beautiful 4 months of my life, and yeah, it's just a pity that it's deep in the Universal Records, you know, cage there. They're gonna put it out. There's some good people there. I'm sure they're gonna put it out. Yeah, I pray that they do.
That'll be amazing. Yeah, that'll be amazing. Now, wrapping up, for anyone contemplating to listen to African Diamond, let's just say they haven't listened to it yet. What message would you like them to take from it after they've listened to the project?
You first.
For me, I would say this album, this EP is about changing our mindset. You know, that mindset change as Africans. You know, for a long time, it's been about Africa comes second. You know, Africa is the dark continent. Africa doesn't have this. So everything's been about doom and gloom. So this album is about hope. You know, it's about the youth, really, you know, just trying to get them to realize that they have the diamond inside them. They have that precious gold that they're mining around. It's actually in the person, not in the ground. You know, so that's what I want people to take away from this evening.
All right. D1?
Yeah.
Man, I all I can do is just add to what he just said, man. I mean, like, I just like to eradicate the inferiority we've been instilled with, you know, like just feeling inferior, you know, for being African. I'm really against that because we're all human beings at the end of the day, but for some reason we have this natural inferiority. I don't have it. But I try to teach people not to have it as well. It's freedom. When we all have that freedom and that hope that Holstar is saying, we're gonna build a better Africa. But if we're inferior and we're in fear, we can't move forward.
We don't have the inferior in yeah. We don't have the inferior in yeah. Yeah.
Man, you know what?
and also, and wait, just one more thing. Also, to add to that, this album is not only for Africans, but it's also for other people to realize that hey, Africa really does have, you know, like really talented people. Africa
we in the mix
does have, you know, like the future. Like there's a really good future coming right ahead, and it's the near future. It's not the far future. So
very near.
So that's pretty much it.
That's amazing. You know what? I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you both taking your time to actually speak with me. I know it's like a Sunday night and stuff, but I really had to do this. I love the EP. I love both you guys, what you do, and just how you champion something really, really positive. You both inspire me, and I'm just excited to know that there's more music coming from both of you. Keep doing your thing. You're repping your countries, you're repping Africa, you're taking us
Thank you.
places where it's really hard for us to go. And but the the gatekeepers are saying, you know what, we like what these guys are doing. So thank you so much. On that note, let's wrap it up. You know what?
MJ,
Have a
thank
good
you.
Sunday night. For anybody who's watching, thank you so
All
much for joining us. My name is MJ Wemoto. I've got
Thank you.
Holstar, Dominant One. We did it.
sir.
Thank you so much. And
Peace.
you know what? Keep making the music. Catch you guys next time.
Bless.
All right. Peace.
Peace.